Yo, what is going on today, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit down in this video. I'm just kind of tired. I've been editing a bunch. I've been posting a lot of videos here lately, which, by the way, I just wanted to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me that you guys are watching me here on the YouTube channel. You saw the title of this video. We're kind of saying goodbye to Fortnite Season 3. Now, this was one of the most pivotal seasons, honestly, in all of Fortnite history, and that's regardless of whether you really enjoyed playing in it or not, because we had the introduction of Zero Build Arena. We also had Late Game Arena that was brought back at a later date. Oh, and by the way, the background footage is from Solo Late Game Arena, in case you were wondering. Hopefully it's not too distracting. Was kind of hoping to just discuss some stuff here in this video for you guys to catch up with you. But like I was saying, this was such a very important season in Fortnite's history, and we are going to talk a little bit about our hopes for next season here in a moment, but I kind of just wanted to revisit some of my favorite memories from this season, kind of talk about what some of the things I did and did not like were. I was very upset at how poorly executed Zero Build Arena was. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved the game mode. It was extremely fun. But the thing is when they introduced it, they only had it for trios, and that was the only mode you could play. So for people, aka me, that did not have a ton of friends, it was just a far less enjoyable experience. Had there been a solos for this mode, I can tell you now it would have done a lot better. Did love the fact that they attempted it, and even though it didn't do as well as most people hoped, it was still very fun. I really do hope to see it again in next season, if not sometime in the future, because there is a lot of potential for that game mode and competitive, in my opinion. We got a ton of collaborations this season, the biggest one being Dragon Ball Z. That is definitely something most people are going to remember about this season. If not, the one thing that they're going to remember is the Dragon Ball Z collaboration, which I really enjoyed. You know, I mean, I'm not the biggest collaborations fan, like I don't buy every single collaboration skin or cosmetic, but it definitely did bring some cool items to the game that kind of refreshed the loot pool and made it enjoyable and interesting, to say the least. I believe it was this season that I actually dropped the easiest 20 kill win of my life, and it was all because of the Nimbus Cloud Glider. So that was definitely a good thing in my opinion. And, you know, the list goes on. We had a lot of other great moments during this season, but I can't lie to you. I'm excited to talk about my wish list for Season 4. Now, I do have a few videos talking about some of the leaks that we've gotten so far. By the time you're watching this video, there are only 2 days left until the new Season 4 drops. And so far we have about 90% of the Battle Pass confirmed already, which, I mean, it kind of takes away the surprise aspect and the hype around it for me personally, but I get it. They want to hype up the season. And to be honest, most of the Battle Pass skins look really cool. I mean, there's Gwen freaking Stacy on it. How could you not enjoy it? But back on the farm, let's talk about some of the things that are actually interesting. So my wish list, let's talk about the loot pool first. And if I'm going to be honest with you, this is the 4th season of this chapter, and I am kind of sick of the Stinger SMG, personally. I want to see something fresh. I want to see maybe like an OG SMG, or maybe even a totally new concept, something to refresh it. I can almost say the same about the AUG. It is obviously one of the most dominant weapons in the entire loot pool, and I'm pretty sure that it hasn't received like any adjustments since it initially got added, and if it has, it was so minimal that I can't even recall it. What I'm saying is, yes, I'm happy they added the combat AR. It was an amazing addition, but I would love to see another AR kind of that, you know, sticks out that people would want to use. Because let me know down in the comment section, how many times have you died this season to an AUG? I'm willing to bet it was more than any other weapon. Not saying that I'm fed up with it or anything, I just want to see a more versatile loot pool that caters to multiple play styles. You know, add a little bit of variety, not something that every single person is going to use every single game. Also, we have had talks that there is going to be a Hulkbuster in this coming season, and if you don't know what that is, if you're not the biggest Marvel fan, it's basically Fortnite's Mech 2.0. And, you know, a lot of people are hearing that, they're freaking out, you know, they're quivering in their boots, you know, their sweat beads dripping off their forehead creases right now. But from what the leakers have suggested, it doesn't seem to be as overtuned as the mech from Chapter 1. So that, hopefully that, you know, proves to be true. I think Epic Games has learned from their initial mistake in Season X with the mechs. Let's also talk about late game arena. Now, they did confirm that this will be returning, but not at the beginning of next season. They are putting it on the back burner until they can release it in its official form. If you do recall, they added it this season, and it was in the creative servers, which made it infinitely more laggy and just not as engaging as it used to be. They did confirm, though, that later this season it will be coming back, so maybe bring some more loot pools with that as well, make it a little bit more interesting. I've really been enjoying it. It's the only thing that I've been playing this season since they added it. Late game arena has a special place in my heart. Obviously, I'm a turbo sweat, so it makes sense, right? Now let's talk about map changes. I would love to see some epic map changes. I think Season 3 did a decent job. Overall, I don't think the mushroom biome was extremely well received, especially considering that I'm calling it the mushroom biome and not reality whatever it is. I want an amazing new spot on the map. I want something that brings the same level of hype that Tilted Towers brought in Chapter 1. Give me something that I'm going to land at. There's going to be 50 people day one. I'm going to get spanked multiple times, but I'm going to enjoy it because it's amazing. Heck, even remove Tilted Towers, because let's be real, it's just not the same. It's kind of taking up the middle of the map. I don't ever land there. I don't know about you guys personally. I would love to see something massive, and I would love to see it be a little bit better for the zero build player. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably build players, and you know, you enjoy the build mode, so you don't really care about this much. But I noticed a lot when zero build first got added that, you know, the map kind of did not benefit the playstyle, at least for me. There was a lot of late game zones where if I didn't pull the zone, I was dead because there was just literally no cover, and shield bubbles were only in for like maybe 2 weeks this season, so it was just not a great experience. I don't want you guys to think I'm complaining, but I am just giving a little bit of constructive criticism from my perspective as a top 1% player in this game. And truthfully, if you don't want to make a map change specifically for just zero build, then add some more items like shield bubbles, maybe permanently for that mode. Which leads to my next point. Why do we not have separate loot pools between zero build and build? I think nowadays when people think of Fortnite, they think of one of two things. They think of it as either zero build Fortnite, or they think of it as, you know, your typical build Fortnite. Maybe we can split our loot pools here, and then both modes would be, you know, ideally amazing. And the last thing that I really haven't talked about is competitive. Now, I'm not the biggest competitive player. I do play in most of the tournaments, but I don't have earnings. It's not something that I depend on. I am a content creator after all. I just enjoy playing the game and supplying you guys with the content because that's what I'm good at. You know, I don't have zero ping. I don't live in Virginia and my left toenail isn't green, so I just don't play competitive. But I do enjoy some tournaments here and there, and I've heard that there's going to be a lot of zero build tournaments coming up, so that's pretty exciting. I'm glad to see they're expanding on that. I also heard there is no FNCS next season. I don't know how true that is, but I did hear that they're adding a new style of tournaments called Divisional Cups, so that'll be very interesting to see how that plays. I also heard that Arena is getting reset on day one. There is no competitive preseason coming up, so that's honestly a W in my opinion. I think there's a lot of hype to be had, no pun intended, with Arena when, you know, they have day one Arena reset, because it just makes people want to hop on the new season more. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed Season 3. I thought it was maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. 10 being the most fabulous season you've ever played in your life. So yeah, it was definitely a good season. Some would maybe even call it great, at least in terms for content, okay? Now, next season, obviously, I'm taking all of this from the content creator perspective. I want something to just absolutely engage me. I want to play this season every single day of the season. That's how you have a 10 out of 10 season. So yeah, guys, let me know what you thought of this season in the comment section. Did you enjoy it? And are you excited for Season 4? What is your wish list? What do you want to see this coming season? Let me know. I will be reading every comment and hearting every comment. If you made it to this point in the video, drop me a heart emoji so I can see who the real ones are. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the videos. And yeah, that kind of wraps it up. Goodbye to Fortnite Season 3 forever. And, you know, looking forward. Let's hope this next season's a banger. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty good season. Hopefully better than this one. Even though this one was good, I want an amazing season. So we'll see. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for watching the video. Drop a like if you enjoyed. And I'll catch you in the next one. It's been your boy JCM. Peace.